Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is NQJinil. We are going to be recapping this week's price action on NQ. So on Monday coming onto the 4 hour, we can see that we are displacing away from all-time highs, and we have this obvious low that we want to take, and we are actually very near it. So I wasn't even sure that if we'll get a setup or not, but we had a 15-minute fair value gap unmitigated, which I was looking for us to trade into, then target the low. And at market open, as you can see that we kind of chopped around here. I think maybe we had a 30 second, but as I told you guys earlier, I do not take the 30 seconds into the account because I've seen my win rate develop not that much. So as we can skip ahead here, from here on and we had nothing. Then we got this inversion. We had this gap which we inversed. And truth to be told, did not take this setup because I was on my charts. I was away on a vacation. So if I had taken this, this is where I would have put my stop loss and my take profit for a 1.43 RR. And this would have been my break even point. And as you can see that the trade perfectly worked out. And we might actually have gotten this low. As I told you that I'm not sure because I did not trade that day. Let's move to Tuesday now. So coming into Tuesday, I had a bullish bias, mostly because we were in this large 4 hour bullish gap and we were targeting all-time highs. Going down to the 1 hour, we can see that again we have this hourly unmitigated gap here, sorry. This hourly unmitigated, which I would have liked us to retrace into and then longs. On the 30, we did not have much. On the 15, it's the same gaps here. At market open, also we did have this intermediate high on the 1 hour, and at open, as you guys can see, that we did exactly what I wanted us to do, and we actually had a 30 second, but I did not take the 30 seconds. So for me, the highest time frame inversion was this 5 minute gap, which we ended up uh, uh, displacing through here. Uh, this trade wasn't A plus mostly because of how close we were to this. But I was open to taking this because we had all-time highs and we were looking very bullish. So this is where I would have put my stop loss and my take profit. Again, I did not take this trade because I wasn't on my chart for Monday and Tuesday. I was back from Wednesday, and if I was there on Tuesday, this is what I would have taken, and that would have been a break even point. So as you can see that I would have gotten break even here, and it would have been a nasty break even for me for just price to blow up from here. Now let's move on to Wednesday. So coming into Wednesday, I was carrying my bullish bars from yesterday. As we can see that we are just pumping high. So for liquidity, I only had this 4 hour intermediate low and this all-time highs. Going down to the 1 hour, we did not had anything. The 30 did not offer us anything, the 15 did not. So I was just waiting for us to tap into this and get some kind of reactions. And as you can see that at open, we manipulated into this, creating a Judas swing. But I did not take this setup mostly because we were at all-time highs and I did not wanted to short at all-time highs, at least not exactly at all-time highs. Definitely wasn't a bad setup or anything. It just wasn't for me. So as you can see that on the 15 here, we kept dumping and, and as you can see that the 15 minute closed below this and I did not like it that much. So I was looking for any short opportunities from this our 15-minute fair value gap. As you can see that we did retrace into it, but we did not get any meaningful IFVG until here. Uh, from on this leg, we created this fair value gap, which I was looking for a status suspect to go lower. And as you can see that we did here, and I took my entry here, had my stop loss here, and I just was aiming till around here. I had my break even set at here. So as you can see that I got instantly stopped out on this and we just started chopping around. Then eventually moving up, manipulating, got this 1 minute FVG and as you can see that I would have got a stopped out there also. So WFAD from my side, I also only take one trade a day, so I do not force myself into anything else. And this was Wednesday for me. Now let's move on to Thursday. Going on to Thursday, as you can see that we were displacing away from all-time highs, and we created this small 4-hour fair value gap. Also, we had this 1-hour intermediate low. So all I was hoping for us is to tap into this 4-hour fair value gap to target lower. And as you can see that at open, we did that. Uh, for me, I do not take a setup well. There are two fair value gaps. As the stop gets a little wider, which personally I do not like. So I was actually hoping we create a fair value gap here, but we did not. So I just looked at the 2 minute, we had a 2 minute. Looked at the three, we had a three. And we finally also created a 4 minute, which I waited for it to inverse. As you can see that we did inverse it here. I did not very much like the close, how it is so very close to our break even. Plus it was negative RR. So I was just going to hold it for 1 to 1 because we did had momentum, at least pre-market. So we did this and I got break even here. So I actually had time, as you can see that on the 1 minute we closed under it. So I was pretty confident that if it had to flush lower, we should flush it. We should not retrace back from here. And as you can see that if I had not gotten break even out here, I would have definitely hit my stop loss. So W from my side. And now let's move ahead to Friday's price action. So coming on to Friday, it was much of a easier pass. As you can see that we are just running down from all-time highs, and as you can see that we even closed below this massive gap, and how we are respecting a bearish gap and disrespecting a bullish gap. That should tell you all you need to know about the bias. So going on to the 1 hour, we were currently developing this 1 hour, and we had a 30 minute here. Plus, this is a 30 minute intermediate low that we had previously created. So all I was looking for us to do is tap into this 30-minute gap to target lower. And as you can see that open, we did exactly that. We manipulated up. We got our fair value gap, which I was looking for us to inverse. And here we also created a 2 minute, which was the highest time frame inversion for me. Because as you can see that no 3 minute. Well, right now you can see a 3 and 4, but if we check here, the timer is yet going. So when we close below this, we did not have a 3, 4, or 5. So 2 minute was the highest time frame inversion. I took my position here, put my stop loss at the wick, and just targeted this. And my break even point was here. And as you can see that it beautifully flushed down. And if you have actually been following up, we almost went pretty lower than this. Almost like we are so far away from all-time highs now, which I personally like because as you guys also must have noticed that all-time high price action is not that convenient for everyone, also for me. So if you guys learned anything from the video, please let me know. And if you have any queries or doubts or some suggestion, please put it in the comments down below. Thank you.